So the question is based upon the bubble sort. So bubble sort algorithm is given to you. It is applied over the array of size n, and it is asking how many comparisons will be there when the algorithm finished its full run. So you can pause the video and attempt the question. So let's discuss the solution. So to explain this, what I am doing, I am creating the array. Okay, suppose I am creating some array. So suppose here I am creating the array of 4 size. So here we can say the value of n is equal to 4 because 4 elements are there and indexes will vary from 0 to 3. So see, as I already told to you, the outer loop is used for the passes and the inner loop is used for the comparison. And you can see the allowed values of I are 0, 1, 2, up to the last value because it is less than n minus 1. So the last value of I will be n minus 2. So total values of I, it is n minus 1. So that's the why, remember, if n elements are there, so the maximum number of passes are n minus 1. And here the number of comparisons, okay, you have to find. So for that, I already told to you, for the comparison, the second loops comes into the picture. So you have to check in each pass how many comparisons will be there, and at the end we can add total number of comparisons in each pass, so that we will get our final answer. So you can see in the first pass how many comparisons are there. So for that it is comparing these two elements. So again it is not in proper order. Proper order means if j plus 1th value is smaller, so we will swap them. So after swapping, what will happen? 3 will be here, 5 will be here. Next time it is comparing these two elements, so it will be as it is. Next time it is comparing 7 and 1. So again 1 is smaller, so 1 will be here, 7 will be here. So it will look like this. So after the first pass, again it is placing one element, the largest element, to the last place, or we can say largest element to its proper place. So after placing this largest element to the last place, you can see here, yeah, it is placing. So this element we will not consider in the subsequent passes. So now in the next pass, the number of comparisons, it is comparing 3 and 5, okay, means one comparison. Then it is comparing 5 and 1, so 2 comparison. Again it is not in proper order. So you can see not in proper order, so we need to swap them. So this is the array after the second pass. Okay, so now these two elements are present at their proper place. Next time we will compare these two elements. So again it is not in proper order, so 1 will be here, 3 will be here, 5 and 7. So after the third pass, okay, we can say now it is placing 3 elements at their proper place, and now 1 element is remaining, so that must be at their proper place. So see, here we are considering it for n equal to 4. Now we can generalize it. So now you can see for n equal to 4, in the first pass how many comparisons are there? N minus 1 means 3 comparison. You can see this is the first comparison, second and third. So the total number of comparisons are 3. This is the second pass. This is the second pass. So in the second pass the number of comparisons are 2, and this is the last pass, which is the third pass, and in the third pass only one number of comparisons. So for 4, what we are getting? For 4 we are getting in the first pass 3 comparison. So see, 3 we can write n minus 1. After that, 1 elements we don't have to consider, so the number of comparison will be reduced by 1. So see, in general we can say, I am writing here that in the first pass for n elements, because we have to find our answer for n elements. So in the first pass n minus 1 comparisons will be there. This is for the first pass. Then in the second pass how many comparisons will be there? It is n minus 2 comparison. In the third pass, suppose I am writing here also, this is the number of comparisons in first pass, this is the number of comparison in the second pass, this is the number of comparison in the third pass. Okay, in the similar way the last comparisons will be only 1. Okay, and that comparison, that passes are n minus 1 passes. So in n minus 1 pass only one comparison will be there, and before that in n minus 2th pass, okay, 2 comparisons was there. You can see here in the last pass only one comparison is there, and that comparison will be first and second elements. So now total number of comparisons we have to find. So we will add all these terms. So this will become summation of n minus 1, which is equal to n n minus 1. So n minus 1 means n minus 1 plus 1. Okay, n plus 1 by 2, and here n is n minus 1. So here I am writing n minus 1 plus 1. So here this 1 and this 1 will cancel out. So what it will become? It will become n into n minus 1 by 2. So now we are multiplying n here. So it will become n square minus n by 2. So see, here it is exactly equals to this particular option, n square minus n by 2. So its correct option is C part. So thank you.